Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, as usual, we're going to get into it. We're going to pull an oracle card and see what message Spirit has for us today, and then maybe pull a couple tarot and go from there. Thank you, elevated and benevolent guides and ancestors, for this time of coming together to connect and commune with the divine and all of those who support us on our path and our journey so that we stay in alignment with our highest and our greatest good. Ashe. All right, let's get into it. I'm excited to see what the message is for today. I'm going to quickly shuffle and see what comes out. So this is funny, okay, because the card that came out is number 752, and the word is try. And if you watched the last message, you know why that's funny, because literally that's what I kept reiterating. It's like, just give it a try. And the subtitle for it is Learn Something New. There is something you want to do deep down, but feel you will never be able to actually do it. Your angels remind you that you don't have to be an expert, just go for it because you want to. Just go watch the last message, okay? It's time to download that foreign language app, try that new recipe, or look into steps for starting the vegetable garden you've always dreamed of. Do something new that you never thought you could do. And then the card underneath the deck is Visualize Harmony. Release worry and welcome peace. Be comforted. The fears you have are not supposed to be yours alone to hold. Visualize your angels taking them from you, leaving you with only a harmonious peace. Sit in meditation right now and picture a bright light washing over you, evaporating all of your fears. Then take a few deep breaths and picture what harmony looks like to you. So this feels like a progression from the last message. I sounded like a Nike advertisement because I was like, just do it, do it afraid, do it unsure, just try, So we literally have that card popping out for our overall message and theme. So maybe there's still uh, some more insight or wisdom that Spirit wants to share with you today. So let me pull a tarot card and see what else. Learn something new, try. Clarify 752. Clarify something new, try. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. It didn't flip over, but it looked like it wanted to come out. And then the Empress underneath the deck. And literally, the Page of Pentacles is about learning something new. It's taking a course, finishing a course if you've already started one. It is checking out a book at the library about something that you've always wanted to know something about. Whatever it is that, like in the last message I was saying, we always have this energy of like one day, oh, that would be nice one day. It would be nice to do this one day. Well, one day is today. And there are very small incremental steps that we can take, especially with this Page of Pentacles here, that leads us to the level of fulfillment and abundance that we want to receive. For someone, it could be something about your finances. It could be a new career that you're interested in doing, but maybe it's an unconventional career that you're interested in pursuing, and you're like, I don't know if I can even have a job doing that. I don't even know if someone will pay me to do that. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Again, focusing on the things that could go wrong, or obsessing over how it's not going to work. For whoever this message is for, because Spirit is bringing us back here to this energy, there's something in your level of faith that needs to be fortified. Your faith needs to be strengthened. Your ability to imagine and envision the possibilities needs to be strengthened. Again, that could be why one of the other messages was really trying to encourage us to kind of tap into childlike wonder and curiosity, because for kids, the impossible is possible. So what is it that is going to help you get into that energy? Maybe there is some inner child work that is being highlighted here. Because maybe you've forgotten how to play. Maybe you have forgotten how to have that curiosity and that wonder, where you just did things for the fun of it. Just because, you were interested, not because it was going to be lucrative or it was going to bring success or it's going to make you look successful, but you just engaged with it because you wanted to, like the card says here. What are those things that you put to the wayside in order to be more adult-like, more practical, more responsible? Ooh, that feels like a dirty word. Responsible. It only feels like that because that might be the energy that someone is moving through at this time. Maybe you are the practical one. Maybe you are the responsible one, and you could have been a parentified child that took on way more responsibilities than you were supposed to at an early age, and you were not given the opportunity to just be in the element of childhood play and curiosity, to know what it feels like to not be the responsible one, to just play and have fun and do whatever you want, So this could be inviting you to do some inquiry work around this energy of childhood play, childhood curiosity. Where did you lose your sense of wonder? Where did it go? What event, what series of events, stripped you from that innocence, stripped you from that that ability to tap into this word that keeps circulating a lot right now is whimsy. What allows you to tap into that whimsy within you, where you believed anything was possible? And what do you need to do to recover that aspect of yourself? Because It is that missing piece that is preventing you from moving forward on the ideas that you have for yourself. We always talk about reinventing ourselves, but that requires an element of play, an element of curiosity, an element of childlike wonder to even be able to imagine the possibilities of what that could look like. You know, as kids, we did role play. We were like, I'm going to try this. Or, you know, maybe in your adolescence, you had like several phases. You had a emo phase, you had a punk phase, you had a, you know, whatever it was for you. Like, we have never been strangers to self transformation and personal transformation and shape shifting, right? How can you tap into that energy now as you're thinking about this next season of your life and what it is that you want to become and who it is that you want to be? What's one thing you can do, I would say, to move in that direction? Maybe maybe you do want to learn a foreign language. Maybe you want to travel somewhere, but you don't feel like you have the finances to go right now. Learn the language, you know, cook the food. Look up recipes that are associated with that culture. Learn more about that culture. Um, and you'll start to see all of these synchronicities that start to open up for you to even be able to make it a possibility for you to be there, right? um, for instance, I'm being guided to share this story with you. So I was living in Atlanta, and um, I wasn't able to find work at that time, and I knew that I wanted to continue my journey in agroecology and learning how to farm. Um, and I just wasn't really sure of what I was going to do next. So I took out a piece of paper, and this is really literally how I have manifested most of the things in my life. The dream job that I wanted, I take out a piece of paper, I write down everything I want to experience. And so that's what I did. I wrote down all of the things that I wanted to learn, the type of experience that I wanted to have. I even listed the countries and the places that I was interested in traveling to. Um, and yeah, and that's what I did. I wrote it all down, and I even scripted, you know, kind of like writing out a whole script of what that experience would feel like with my five senses in my body. Oh, I'm so grateful that I get to wake up and look at um, this beautiful countryside every day, and I hear the sounds of the animals in the background, and I smell, you know, the minerals in the soil because they're wet with the dew of with the morning dew. Like, I would just script all of those things out, and I just meditated on that energy, and literally an opportunity popped up on my Instagram for me to be able to do the exact thing that I didn't know was possible. I didn't even know it was a thing. And I got to go to one of the countries that was on the list of the things that I wrote down. And I didn't have to pay for it. What? But this is what I mean. It's like, don't limit yourself by based on the resources you feel like you have available to you in this moment. There are infinite possibilities to bring you the thing that you desire. You just have to be able to open up enough to believe that it's possible. So there must be some energy around the inner child work. Again, I'm getting this energy of the parentified child. So maybe in your friend group, in your family dynamic, in your family system, you are the responsible one. You are the one that everyone relies on, the one that everybody goes to. And you have placed certain expectations on yourself. You have placed certain expectations on yourself based on that perception and that role that you feel like you play in your relationship dynamics. What would it feel like to not be the responsible one? What would it feel like to take that layer of yourself off and lay it down? And if you were no longer embodying that version of you, what are the possibilities that you are open to experiencing? And what's one thing that you can do to start role playing that, right? So, and this is the other thing that I forgot to mention. So I wrote all of those things down. And I didn't have in my mind, I didn't know of any opportunities that were going to give me what it was that I had specifically wrote down on this paper. But what I did was I wrote it all down, like I told you, and then I went to go volunteer at a farm that was nearby me. And I worked and I got in the energy of the thing that I wanted to call in. And so, literally, that same process is what has literally helped me and supported me in manifesting all of the things that I have wanted to experience in my life, and has helped me move through different phases and transitions in my life. And I'm offering that to you as an opportunity to just try it, right? Like, again, like the card says, just try, right? I'm giving you a system with this Page of Pentacles here. I'm giving you a system and a process that you can utilize, and it doesn't cost you anything. Just try. Try it. Take out a piece of paper, write it down, write all of the things down that you want to experience, what it's going to feel like in the present tense or in the past tense as though it's already happened. And then find a way to role play in that energy with whatever available resources you have, and see what happens. And I want you to comment. I want you to leave a comment and let me know if it worked. Just try it. You have absolutely nothing to lose by trying, but you have so much to gain. So that's the message. That's the homework. I guess that was maybe a piece that I was missing from the message yesterday, or the previous message that you needed. So now it's here and you have it available to you. You have a process, you have a system. Go try it. See if it works. Be curious. Be curious. And if you start to feel yourself doubting, worrying, if that inner critic starts to come through and is like, that shit ain't work, she lying. I don't have a reason to lie. I got receipts. I got receipts. Matter of fact, just because I heard that, so that might be somebody coming through, I'm going to put the document, I'm going to put a link to the document in the description of this video, and I'm going to let you go look at it and see for yourself. Because I got receipts. I'm just saying. And I've done it multiple times. So you don't have anything to lose by trying, but you have so much to gain if you just allow yourself to release that critic, to release that worry, to release that cynicism, right? Like, cynicism and sarcasm and all those things, they come from a place of hurt. They come up from a place of pain. And I get it, a place of disappointment where you may have tried before and it didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. And that's okay. Sometimes things don't. Sometimes things don't. It's part of the game of life. Are you just going to stop playing for the rest of your life because it didn't work out those couple of times, that one time, and just move through your life existing? I hope not. Because I would hate for you to not be able to move through your life in the way that you could because you got discouraged and decided that you were no longer going to play. Get out here and get to it. There's so much available, and I want you to have all of the experiences you want to have, and so does the divine. So I'm just saying, what do you have to lose by trying? Okay, that's the message. I hope it was supportive. Until next time.